Once you raise your vibration, you begin to see life as it actually is, rather than seeing life through a wall of our own judgments and our conditioning. And once you see life clearly, you can never go back. Now that might sound very daunting, but fear not. Ignorance is not bliss, and you know it. It's painful. So believe me when I say you won't want to go back to the old way of perceiving life. So without further ado, let's pose some questions that we're going to unpack in this video as I attempt to download almost a decade's worth of yogic experience into you in less than 10 minutes. Good luck to me. We're going to look at, number one, what does it really mean to raise your vibration, and what is the most effective way to do it consistently? Number two, what is this harsh truth that no one's telling you about raising your vibration? And then finally, what's the real test of one's vibration? Now you might be thinking, I'm already dealing with enough in my awakening, Jamie. If I raise my vibration, what the hell might that mean for my life? Am I going to be a loner? A loser? Am I ever going to get laid again? Well, perhaps that last one was just my one, but I doubt it. You naughty lot. You want to know the craziest thing though? None of these things actually panned out at all in my path, and actually doing the work to increase the prana, the energy in my system, was the best thing I've ever done for my well-being, for my career, and to bring back that inner zest for life again. So let's look at this first question in more detail. What does it really mean to raise your vibration? And what's the most effective way to do it consistently? There's energy in the air. And if you aren't using it to create your life consciously, well, you're missing out. See, everything in existence is made of energy. Yes, even the air we breathe. In our tradition, we know that breath and prana, or life force, or energy, they're interlinked. They're interwoven. You breathe in specific ways, and you take in the air, and our system digests it, and we become energized. This is what we call pranayama. Prana means energy, yama means control of. So pranayama means to gain control of your life energies through breath. And for this, you need specific sadhana. Now, sadhana is just your daily spiritual practice to bring about the highest intensity of energy in your system. And if you can gain control of your life energies, you gain control of your life. You can gain control of your states of being, and you can shift states at will. And this is what it really means by raising your vibration. It's a moment-to-moment thing. And if you're consistent on the path, your energies will raise to a fever pitch. And you can begin dissolving into the infinite, or samadhi, or enlightenment. The sadhana is the vehicle for raising your energetic frequencies. And without it, love you, your path will go nowhere. It will feel like one step forward, one step back. And because it's such a must for your path, I've created some free sadhana on our app, Undercover Yogi, so you too can begin shifting the trajectory of your life. All right, all well and good. So what is this harsh truth then, Jamie, that no one is telling us about in relationship to raising our vibration? Have you ever wondered why you're always tired, why you're always cranky, or why you've lost your inner zest for life? Well, if you didn't know, in my past I wanted to be a lawyer. Funny thing was, I had a girlfriend at that time who always made me feel stupid or inferior because she was very book smart and I was dyslexic and could barely read. But more importantly, she was always correcting me. So needless to say, this left a residue on me, and I started to genuinely believe that actually I might be stupid. So I picked the hardest degree that I could think of, law, just to prove to everyone that I wasn't stupid, which of course is an incredibly stupid thing to do. So I guess in the end I proved everybody right. But whilst I didn't mind the degree because I love to learn, when it came to working in a law firm later on, I started to see the levels of unconsciousness and selfishness that drives the legal world, and I realized, yeah, this really doesn't align with my values at all. It doesn't align with my soul. And I lost all motivation. And I spiraled into a pit and a cycle of working hard and then playing even harder just to justify the mind-numbing, purposeless, soul-sucking work that I'd have to do the next day in the office. So then what's this harsh truth about raising your vibration? Well, you can't unsee things. You may just realize that your relationships, your work, they were never aligned with your soul in the first place, and you were there for unconscious reasons. Now, not everybody does get into things like this for unconscious reasons, but a lot of the time we get into our relationships and careers unconsciously. And when we raise our energetic frequency, we start to see, bugger, yes, I can see what led me here. We begin to gain awareness and begin to see the unconsciousness that brought us to these situations. And we begin to notice that actually, energetically, this is taking a huge toll on me. Whilst at one time it may have been right for me energetically, but now my prana's grown and perhaps it's too energetically expensive to stay. Listen, it's hard. It takes us a while to trust ourselves, doesn't it? It takes a while to pluck up the courage to really see clearly. Like, the situation we're in is painful, but the idea of leaving is also really painful and scary. So we just shove it down and deny it for a while. But at a certain point, when you know this thing or this person or this career or this place doesn't resonate with your soul anymore, it hurts you more to stay than to leave. And sometimes it can be really helpful to just have a friend on the path who's just that little bit more experienced than you to help you address these things and get clarity inside of yourself. And if that's something that you're interested in, you can have a look at our Freedom Blueprint course down below. So then finally, what's the real test of our vibration? How do we know if we have a high vibe? Well, have you ever wondered why, if Jesus was such a high vibe guy, why did he attract such a gruesome death? Some of us think that the measure of our vibration is what we attract into our life. Others believe it's about how good we feel or how high my state of being is in this moment. But from my perspective, none of these are fully true. Because what about when you attract a natural experience like a death into your life? Was it your vibration that had anything to do with it? What about that said death, by the way, not wishing any death upon your family, but what about this death in this example? Just because you feel sad, does that mean that you aren't a high vibe guy anymore? Just because you don't feel good in that moment? No. See, I feel these ideas, they're way too simplistic. So Jesus didn't attract his death through his vibration. Having vibration as the barometer for what you attract in life, I think is flawed thinking, because we're all finite and we're all prone to sickness and death. Surely the highest vibration is God, creator, source energy, whatever word you want to put there. The real test is how in alignment am I with that energy that's created worlds, that created me and that's in me now, in all of us. The one energy. So how resilient am I when life's tests come? How connected can I stay when life's tests come? Am I able to actively surrender and let go into life even when I'm going through hell? And if we were able to do that, perhaps our view of hell would totally change. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt so stuck on this path so that you're so full of fear and anxiety and you have no idea what your next step is? Well, if so, you may be in spiritual paralysis, and I made a video for you right here, and this video details how to avoid this painful experience so you can stay happy and sane on your path. You can watch that one right there.